This is a consumer snapshot for November 2016, and this month we'll take a look at three areas. Sentiment with an updated look at consumer confidence. In strategy, we'll review practical purchase intentions and possible election anxiety among consumers. Finally, we'll take a look at this year's holiday spending forecast from consumers. A quick note on our November results. We surveyed consumers from November 1st to the morning of November 8th, so we were out of the field with our survey before we began to see election returns. Now let's begin with consumer confidence. Leading up to Election Day, sentiment remained flat month over month as 42.7% continued to feel confident or very confident in the economy. This month's reading rests 2 points below the 13-month average of 44.5%. As we saw last month, political anxiety seems to have put a damper on sentiment leading into the all-important holiday shopping season, as confidence declines nearly 5 points year over year. This month's reading also represents a 15% decline from November 2006. While confidence remained lackluster in November, the good news for retailers is that it does seem that consumers are gearing up for holiday spending. This month, 37.9% indicate that they've become more practical with their purchasing, down a point from October and lowering slightly year over year. This month's reading is in line with the 13-month average of 37.5%. Likewise, shoppers focus on just what they need declines from last month as well as November 2015. Currently, 41.7% indicate that they are zeroing in on just what they need when at the store, slightly below the 13-month average of 42.4%. Of course, with the holiday shopping season upon us, let's look at some spending specifics from our October survey. This year, consumers' outlook isn't overly optimistic, but is relatively in line with the previous 2 years. Holiday shoppers plan to spend an average of $796 on gifts, decor, cards, food, and flowers this year, down slightly from last year's $819. Once we add in the presents shoppers are buying for themselves, planned spending rises to $936 this year. This so-called self-gifting is a bright area in this year's spending forecast, rising 4.4% over 2015. It's also interesting to take a look at holiday spending plans by generation. We all know that millennials are at the top of retailers' wish lists and present exciting long-term spending potential, but it's the Gen X and Boomer generations that are still doing the heavy lifting as far as holiday shopping is concerned. In fact, Gen X is the lone generation holding a positive year-over-year spending outlook. This generation's planned spending on gifts, decor, cards, food, and flowers rose 3.4% year over year, while spending plans among millennials, boomers, and the silent generation each declined. All told, Gen Xers are planning to spend $46.6 billion on gifts this year, 60% more than their millennial counterparts. So despite being often overlooked, Gen X is certainly an influential generation on its own, with the budgets to back it up. I recently presented these insights as well as other holiday 2016 trends at Morgan Stanley's Global Consumer and Retail Conference in New York City. For more details as well as the presentation materials, this link will be clickable in the downloadable version of this month's Snapshot PowerPoint or is available on our prosperdiscovery.com website. And that's all for this month. You can also keep tabs on our latest insights by heading over to prosperdiscovery.com. Thanks for watching.